All right, good morning. It is Monday, October the 6th, 2025. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. My family, we were up in Columbia, the city, of course, maybe for those of you that don't live in South Carolina, not the country, but the city, Columbia, kind of middle of the state here. My daughter had an out-of-town soccer tournament for the first time. She's doing this travel soccer thing, and definitely very proud dad weekend. She played really well. A goal, 3 assists in 3 games. She works so hard. I always tell her, I don't care how you play, just work really hard, and she definitely did that. We came up 1 game short of making it to the championship, but really fun weekend. And my boys even behaved pretty well, also kind of running up in the hills while she was playing. So very good stuff there. I think I mentioned in last week's video, our whole team last week, for the most part, was out of the office. We all went out to Phoenix for a tax planning conference. All right, most of you know, we try to really stay on top of it from the tax side. I just think particularly, as you get closer to retirement and in retirement, tax planning is just so important. And particularly with how much legislation has changed in recent years. So it's really good. Definitely, a few takeaways. We learned a couple things, and looking forward to implementing some of those ideas with many of you in the year ahead here. So also just kind of good to get out of the office and for a week just kind of reset your thinking and so forth. So that was great. Looking at markets last week, of course, the government shutdown, right? So the non-essential parts of the government officially in shutdown mode. Markets last week were higher by 1%. So again, it just kind of goes to show, like, usually markets see kind of right through these temporary shutdowns. Just a little more historical context from a data perspective. I found a little bit of this I thought was interesting. So historically, each week that the non-essential pieces of the government are in shutdown, tends to be 0.1 to 0.2% of drag on GDP. Okay, so each week, non-essentials of the government aren't working. A 10 to 20 basis point reduction in GDP for each week of the shutdown. Okay. However, worth pointing out that it's typically followed by a quick recovery. The main reason is furloughed workers are guaranteed back pay. Okay, so as soon as Congress figures this out, which is really annoying, those furloughed workers receive back pay, which, again, because GDP is driven 70% by consumer spending, you can see why that would check out. So, maybe the good news is the slowdown does come at a time when retail sales are already strong. Recently, we saw like auto sales come in really strong as well, probably because of some of the incentive pushed by the new tax bill, that we discussed. Looking at employment. Okay, the ADP private employment report showed a 32,000 drop in payrolls, which that checks out. That's right in line with other government released employment data. So definitely some moving parts here, which makes it difficult on the Fed. Right, we've seen employment slowing, yet gross domestic product and other forms of the economy seem to be moving in the right direction still. So we'll see. We're actually kicking off another week of reviews here, mostly for you stragglers that had a hard time finding a time to schedule in the first month and a half of reviews. So looking forward to seeing many of you here this week. It'll be another great week. And we hope you have a great week as well. Questions, comments, concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to our team, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.